Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG that most people know as a leFH or a leaf blower, we know as Fifi La Pew Pew. Now this one is a very rare one because it's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel, and that's because it belongs to Dr. Nix. Yes, the professional Arty player is back again. Now Dr. Nix, if you don't know, is a Twitch streamer. And he streams Arty, and he's very, very good at it. In fact, there are a few professional Twitch Arty streamers. Frenzier is another one. And he's a super unicum as well. Now, he's got the 105mm gun, which is a light field howitzer, and that's where the leFH comes from in the name. And it's capable of doing 410 alpha, and it will penetrate up to 53mm of armour with a 1.91 meter view range. And when he fired that one in, moved straight away, but you can still see the shell hit the target, so we know he got a direct hit. And yes, Dr. Nix is very careful to avoid counter battery, and on this map you do need to, because the enemy might work out where you are if they can see your tracer. And there's only a few places you can shoot from on this side. He fires another one at the A46. Oh, that's much better. 147 hit points. The A46 has turned around and driven away, but not before a round actually came in his direction. Now you can see he's moving about in between shots to avoid getting hit, and he can do that just using his W key or his S key to move backwards or forwards enough to avoid any counter battery shot. Now, a lot of people say, why would you counter battery? Well, it actually does help your teammates if you take the enemy Arty out of the equation. And for some professional Arty players, they almost say, well, it's almost part of the job prescription. Well, he's got a hit on the T-3485 and the Thunderbolt. Trying to get a shot on the other T-3485. Oh, he moved to avoid it. I don't think he actually knew that there was a fire coming in, but he's actually doing the correct thing to keep moving about every few seconds just to avoid getting shot. He stays still, and this time round, yes, Dr. Nix gets him, 182. He's learned his lesson, he's now moving back. The Thunderbolt did the same. Okay, we've got an AMX 12 ton, which of course is a French light tank with an autoloader. And he's being careful to stay to the left side of that pass, because he knows full well that that actually acts as cover. But the T-3485M, no, he pulled forward trying to have a go at our guys, and as a result he's made himself vulnerable. And there you go, Dr. Nix finishes him off, and that's his first kill. Well, that shot didn't go exactly where planned, but the MX-12 ton did actually do a nice little turn to the right just as he backed off, so he could then do a U-turn and come away. I think he was trying to disengage because he realised that he wasn't getting anywhere. Oh, that was a blind hit there. He definitely got a blind hit on the Skoda. No explosion from the shell, and that's another reason why you should always stay to watch what happens to the shell. That one hit the rock face. The reason being, obviously, then you know that you did hit the enemy tank that was sitting there, and you could fire another round in to possibly get him with a second shot. The fire rate of the Fifi is so fast that, well, you can actually... Oh, we got another blind hit! It's so fast that if you track a vehicle, you might be able to hit him again before he repairs his track, if he's not using a repair kit. Another direct hit on the T-3485. That guy's been hit more than once, so yeah, I think maybe he's realising now that it's probably not a good idea for him to come up this way. The Valiant, though, well, he's consistently moving forward, relying on his armour, but he's actually staying stationary at the moment. I'm not sure why he was doing that, other than the fact that he's just being arrogant and thinking that his armour will solve it all. You see that T-34 pulled up, took a shot, pulled back. He realises that he's in danger the further up he is, and there goes the Valiant. Nice shot. That's his second kill. Okay, T-34 pulls up to take a shot, pulls away. Now, we seem to be doing fairly well on the west side of the map at the moment. They've pushed round on the northwest corner, but Unfortunately, they've come to a halt because there's a T-34-85 and a A-46, but the A-46 has been dispatched by Dr. Nick's third kill. And that T-34, when he pulled forward to take a shot round the corner, unfortunately, Dr. Nick's shot didn't hit the target. Trying to line up another one. Will he pull forward? Yes! Oh, what a shot! He anticipated the guy would go into the bush to take another shot, and he fired at the bush. And the guy just drove straight into it and took the shot and is now back in the garage. Fourth kill. Okay, we've got a Valiant on the other side of the battlefield. He does a leading shot. It wounds him for 14-9 from Splash. Because Skoda T-24 is going to slow him down for a second. Oh, doesn't. No, he actually keeps moving and takes the guy out. So Dr. Nix fires ahead. Just a little too far ahead there. But he knows that Valiant's going to go down into the dip. He fires another round in. No, doesn't get a blind hit there. Oh, that Valiant's gone. So they're outnumbered. Well, they're outnumbered. They're not outnumbered by much. They're only down by one tank at the moment, but they are now being pressured back into the northeast corner of the map. And he fired a blind shot in there just to see if somebody was sitting on that corner. And now we've seen a Panzer Mark IV Aslains H making his way around the middle of the map. He fires around in. Oh, a little too early. He's now going for a stationary target. It's that Thunderbolt, the one that we saw on the South Pass. He's actually moved around to the middle of the map now. He obviously realised he was taking fire from the of some Dr. Nix's shells and realised it'd probably be better to go up a different route. Well, 2 shells have failed to hit the target. And Dr. Nix is down, well, he was down to 14 shells with 4 heat rounds left. And now he's got 13 and 4. He fires a blind shot in. No. So he's now only got 16 rounds left. And there are still... how many enemies out there? 6. And they're outnumbered 2-1 now. He's actually telling the Valiant not to go any further forward. And I think that's a wise decision. The Valiant should pull back around the other side of that rock screen. That kind of rudimentary dragon's teeth. And try and protect the cat from this T-67 who's trying to come up this side. And there's another Valiant there on the ramp leading up to the mouse. It's called the mouse because the ramp is shaped like a mouse. If you notice, the other one on the other side is shaped like a duck. And I have a suspicion that Wargaming intended that. So they've got a duck one side and a mouse the other. Okay, he's going for the T-34-85. Accurate shot. Direct hit for 113. But was he seen? No, he wasn't. So he was okay. He's lined up another shot. Oh, before he can actually get the shot in, he loses the target. So he's now only got 14 shells left. And there's still 5 enemies out there. Skoda T-25 rounds out. Direct hit. 132. He's trying to stay in the dip, so he's safe from enemy fire. That Panzer Mark IV is a one-shot, and now he's a dead shot. Okay, the Thunderbolt's come round the corner. He's moved up the centre of the map, and he's taken out our Valiant. But Dr. Nix gets him with a nice, accurate shot, and now he's potentially got the high caliber. That Skoda's making his way through. You can't see him at the moment, but he's getting ready, and he's loaded a heat round this time. Let's see how he gets on with this. Lines it up, fires around it. Oh, yes, direct hit, but he did take a round from the Skoda, and he's lost 101 hit points. He needs to move now because the enemy knows where he is. There's no enemy Arty, so he doesn't have to worry about that. And he's loaded another heat round to deal with the Thunderbolt if he sees him. And there's the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt's ignoring Dr. Nix, which is a big mistake. And suddenly he realises there's an Arty behind me, and he takes a round right in the side for 307. These rounds will do 350 alpha, and they will penetrate a lot of armour. So if you get hit with one of these, you're going to feel it. And that's a dead Thunderbolt now, and that is his 7th kill. The Skoda was his top gun. This is going for the Radleys. There's only 2 enemies left. He's going for the T-67, and he gets a big hit. 180 hit points. He's loading the HE. There is now only one enemy. It's the Valiant, and this is for the He's going for the Radleys. He gets around and he bounces around from the Valiant and he takes one in the tracks, but he reloads and takes the guy out to win the Radley Walters Medal. What a fantastic game by Dr. Nix. You can see why he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. Wow. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Ace tanker for Dr. Nix in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, which would have been the Valiant and the Thunderbolt. He earned the Skoda rather. And he also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He got 17. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. That is an epic medal. He got another epic medal. That was the Radley Walters medal for killing at least 8 enemy tanks. He got a Starks medal, another epic medal, this time for killing at least 2 enemy tanks, taking at least 2 enemy hits, and blocking damage of at least 2/3 of his hit points, or receiving damage of 2/3 of his hit points in the process, and surviving the battle. And lastly, a couple of battle hero medals, the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and the top gun for getting at least 6 kills. Wow, what a game. Look at the win 8 from that one. 16,348 in a Fifi. That's a very high score indeed. Very well done. Super Unicum and a lot more, which is why Dr. Nix has 3 marks on the barrel. He is such a good player. Let's have a look at the team score. Okay, 3,659 hit points. Nobody else was near him. In fact, nobody else managed to get over 2,000 hit points of damage. He was the only one right at the top. The next highest scorer was the A46 on the enemy team with 1495, and then the MX-12 Ton with 1354. When it came to kills, again, he was streets ahead of the others, 4 times more than the next highest player. 8 kills for Dr. Nix, 2 kills for the Hellcat, 2 kills for the Valiant, and 2 kills for each of the Valiants on the enemy team, and a Thunderbolt. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's the only one over 1,000, 1,583, enough for an ace tanker, 683 for the Valiant on his own team, and 672 for the Hellcat on his team as well. He fired 45 rounds of ammunition in that game, got 22 direct hits and 5 penetrations. Yes, that heat ammunition really helped, especially that blind shot on the Thunderbolt. Just as he was, after he'd lost sight of the guy, he fired at him where he thought the guy was, and yes, took him out of the game altogether. That Thunderbolt guy must have saying, yeah, I should have gone for the Arty, and I've screwed it up. I went for the Valiant instead and got taken out. 22 splash as well from the HE rounds. Damage of 3,659 hit points, of which 2,430 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy in that game, only 2 of which actually penetrated, 3 non-penetrations. And well, the rounds that penetrated came from the Skoda, and the non-penetrations, well, from the Valiant, who kept either hitting the armour or the tracks of the Fifi, which is actually basically a heavy tank in disguise. So yeah, if you aim for the strong points, the actual main body of the vehicle, you won't get your shots in. But if you aim for the gun shield, that's an easy spot to penetrate, and that's what most practice players would do. He blocked damage of 330 hit points, which is more than the hit points of the vehicle, which is only 260 if I remember correctly. And he also damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 8 of them, and did 122 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 74,726 credits from that game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and remember he did actually have to use the heat rounds. Well, he was absolutely necessary, he was running short of ammo. He earned 40,543 credits profit. So even after using premium rounds, he was profitable in that game. On the XP side, he earned 2,374 from the battle, times 2 for the first victory, 950 because this is a premium vehicle, one of only 2 premium Arty in the game, and I'm still wondering why Wargaming have not made more premium Arty, because premium Arty would make them a bundle in money, a huge amount of money, because everybody needs to buy a premium Arty to train crews. And he made a total of 5,699 experience points altogether. So what a fantastic game there by Dr. Nix. Shows why he's got 3 marks on the barrel. He certainly has a lot of skill, and thank you so much for sharing this replay with us. If you really enjoyed that replay, I certainly did, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thanks for watching.